That part's weird. Those sustain.
I kind of dig.
Yeah.
This might be the best one of the week.
I think it is. It's a wasteland. It's a wasteland this week again.
It is ASG, in case you're wondering. Actually, I should have told you that because now you're going to fucking dump us and go and type that into the little search bar on YouTube.
No, stay with us. Stay with us.
I know how you assholes operate. Hey, good Friday to you.
We got all things that are good.
It is the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast where we get together weekly to discuss those three particular topic items.
Yeah, episode 81.
I'd considered, I saw a box of crackers over at the in a kitchen at a local
box
veterans
of
hall.
Crackers caught my eye.
And I thought maybe if we're wanting to like just dump the Mead, Metal, and MMA, because it said entertainment crackers, and I thought there we go. That's
crackers that are not only fulfilling but entertaining.
What
is so entertaining about these fucking crackers?
That would sum us up our podcast, though. I don't know about those fucking things, but this thing.
We're entertainment crackers?
It's the entertainment crackers.
Like animal crackers are entertaining because they're shaped like little zoo animals.
I always hate that, though, when people are like, it's some really fun food. Whoa. Food is not supposed to be fun.
The only food that's fun is Pop Rocks, and that's not even really considered food.
I don't think so. That's considered an accoutrement to having a good day, but in no way involving like gastronomy. So
no, you're not going for high-end cuisine if you're eating Pop Rocks.
Hey, how you dicks doing? It's Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. It is Friday, June 15th.
15th, yeah, good call.
Episode number 81.
81.
If you're still listening to this at this point, what's it going to take to drive you away?
That's right.
That's what I want to know.
I lose sleep at night thinking about the things I need to do to make you leave me the fuck alone. What will it take?
Christ almighty. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah, it's actually been more than a week, too, since it's been a while, because we did last one on Wednesday.
I think a week and 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, goddamn, it's kind of weird.
A little bit. Yeah, that one felt weird because, like, God, didn't we just do this a couple of days ago? And then, like, this one's like, geez, it's been weeks.
Did we miss one?
Yeah. So then it always does beg the question as we get things underway, how's your week?
Oh, man.
Oh, did the hotel business finally did we finally dig some
re-break
gold out of that shaft?
Can I have some more of this?
By the way, our sponsor for the podcast this evening is Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. When Basil Hayden Sr. began distilling a smooth bourbon here in 1796, Kentucky was but 4 years old, and George Washington was president. Today, we make Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey using the same skill and care that's made it a favorite among America's frontier settlers.
We've talked about bourbon on this show before, and we're just like, it's one with a nublet, so you know it's high quality.
So you know it's good.
I bought this because I'm a big fan of the show Deadwood. Huge fan.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite show ever.
I'd put it like second or third. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it's up there, and it fluctuates, but it's usually near the top. When they opened the Bell Union.
Yeah, Powers Booth character, yeah?
Yeah, Cy Tolliver, portrayed by the now gone Powers Booth.
Who, by the way, has like a regional tie. That dude is like from like either he or his wife or somebody was like from like Seminole, Texas, which is like fucking not far away.
Yeah, shit. Man. But yeah, this is the bourbon they keep under the floorboards for the highfalutin guests.
For the good stuff. Yeah.
That's right. If you want Kentucky bourbon, this is about all you're going to get.
I can only imagine the rot gut that must have existed beyond it. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up right now, I'm not a bourbon guy.
Yeah, me neither.
However, according to the labeling here, artfully aged in Kentucky hillside rack houses and whorehouses, and then bottled
delicious.
A smooth 80 proof Basil Hayden's sophisticated taste remains true to the old family recipe. With more rye than a traditional bourbon and its trademark spicy finish. Sassy.
It is mid-sassy.
It's easy to enjoy Basil Hayden's any way you like. We're drinking it straight because that's the way you should drink fucking whiskey if you're a man.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Jack Daniels, you can add a little Coke to it if you want, but you're still a little bit of a dick.
Okay, if you start drinking like lower grade shit, feel free to like add ice cubes or something, but I mean, come on.
Well, here, let's see how she rides.
Salute. That's bourbon.
Yeah, it gets smoother. I mean, we actually had a little bit before the show.
You got to prime. You got to prime.
That's right. I think it gets its smoothness from the rye.
I think that's it.
But the sweetness is certainly there. It's a little. I mean, I could live or die without it.
Liver, die.
Live or die. Bring it on down.
God damn, we got to put it on a T-shirt. 2 words: liver, die.
We need to fucking trademark that immediately because that is pretty catchy.
I can live or die by this.
I like it. I don't like it for its initial price tag of $69.99 at the local grocery store, but when I went in today, it was at the suggested retail value of $44.99,
which means they're trying to get rid of this.
Yeah, and I mean, I probably won't buy another bottle, but I've always wanted to try Basil Hayden bourbon.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm glad for it.
Yeah, it'll get us drunk.
Yeah, and I'm sure this will be gone in the coming weeks.
If there is a snort left in the bottom of that bottle by the weekend. I'd be
really?
I don't
well,
know. I'm into
I don't know, because
drinking
we've had some Pendleton 1910 sitting down there for like a month now.
That is true. That is very true.
And that's a rye.
So what'd you ask me before?
I said, how's your week?
Ah, yes.
I was wondering. I thought apparently the hotel business. Maybe we're minding that shaft for some gold now. But
yeah,
I don't know.
there is some color in the sand, as it were. Stupid people stay in my hotel.
Hey, stupid people make the world work.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it sounds derogatory when I say it. It's just clearly a statement. Stupid people stay at my hotel.
Well, I think that's a value call on your part. If they are, and you believe these people are notably more stupid than I am, I think run with it. Now, we do have a mutual friend that had a stupid Facebook post about a year and a half ago that I'm the smartest guy I know. I think like, well, you're clearly a dummy then.
And short on the friends list, pal. No, okay. There was this guy, huge motherfucker, huge motherfucker.
Like 300 pounds?
I'm talking like cracking 400.
Holy
Dude's
crap.
like 6'8" and fat.
Holy shit.
It was an amazing
Is he
sight.
Andre the Giant?
He just looked incredibly uncomfortable all the time.
You would be, right? Wouldn't you?
I'm surprised he didn't fucking destroy one of our chairs, really. I mean, those chairs are pretty stout, but this guy was huge. And I think he worked for the fucking railroad or something. Hopefully not for, like, anything that required an emergency response.
My brother-in-law had a garage back in Illinois, and they had this guy that would come in and sit down, and he'd bend the chairs every time. And these these are made out of, like, spring steel, like fucking like the same shit that, like, leaf springs.
Yeah.
And so my brother-in-law had to go in and, like, weld fucking supports in these things. Because this guy would come in and sit down. Whoop. Hey, Dave, sorry I broke the chair. Meh.
Bye. So this fucking guy comes to the desk, and he looks like someone just told him his dog had died. You're out of orange juice. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I didn't say shit.
Well, that would make your job even better.
Goddamn, man, out of orange juice. Well, let me take care of that for you.
Yeah, fucking A.
No, so I was like, oh, damn. All right, sorry about that, bud. Let me just go, give it a little, because when we run out of the little solution that makes orange juice, give it a little rinse, rinse out the tubes.
Sure.
Keep them fresh.
So clearly not like fresh squeezed.
Yeah, no, fresh out of a goddamn plastic suck jar of concentrate.
This is great. All right.
It's so I go over there and I grab a cup and hit the button to run some water through the tubes, clean it out, put another jug of OJ concentrate in.
Okay.
Hit the button, and ice cold, fresh, refreshing orange juice just plummets forth.
All you need is vodka and ice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I look at the guy. I'm like, I thought you said this was out. And he was like, well, it is. I said, no. See, this is orange juice. I take a sip of the cup. I was like, that tastes like some pretty tart OJ to me. And it took him like 5 seconds. Well, see, we also have apple juice on the other side, and I guess he fucking got the two of them mixed up or something.
As one does between apple juice and orange juice.
I get maybe his sugar was crashing or something. But he was holding me accountable for this shortage of orange juice.
Pardon me, Sir Giant.
Like, listen here, man. There's orange juice in them there hills. I ain't changing it because it's there. He thought the apple juice was orange juice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess clever mistake.
Yeah, but the fun one is I had to kick some dudes out of the hotel in the morning.
Revoke their ability to stay there?
Well, they weren't staying there to begin with.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah. I watch the security cameras at my place like a goddamn hawk because I have nothing else to do.
I was going to say, there's a problem with that because what else are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, like I got a computer. Sometimes I'll bring the Xbox and rock some like UFC online or something like that.
Sure.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm just fucking watching security cameras. So it's about 6 a.m., about an hour before I get to leave. And I'm having a butt outside. And I see these two guys with fucking bicycles on their shoulders listening to horrible rap music walking towards a hotel from this little side street area. And so I go inside, and I figure they're going to come in, question about a room or something like that.
Yeah.
And I see them go down our parking lot to where our garbage cans are, set their bikes down, root through our garbage, and then make their way towards the front lobby entrance.
Well, obviously, clearly all the good shit that you can find in this town comes from a dumpster at a hotel.
Hey, if you want good shit out of our dumpster, come in on a Monday morning. Don't come in on a fucking Wednesday morning because it's just going to be like jizz-stained assorted objects.
Ugh.
So these two fucking cocknobblers come in to my hotel while I'm trying to serve breakfast to the multitudes of people that are staying there.
The legit guests.
Yeah, and like fucking backpacks, clearly not staying in the hotel. And just start helping themselves to whatever I have to offer at this here fucking continental breakfast bonanza.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I need a drink.
So like these people aren't even guests. They're just wandering in. It's like, free buffet. Hotel.
They just came in like, well, maybe this guy ain't going to say nothing. Well, no. Of course I'm going to say something. I wait for moments like these to like be myself.
Sure, absolutely.
And I finally get that opportunity. And there's like a whole bunch of the workers, which most of them actually remember me from my prior tenure, which is kind of cool.
Of course. You only had a sabbatical of like 3 months. So.
Yeah, but you know how short memories can be around here. So I approach each of them like, hey, listen, guys, I got to ask, I don't want to make you mad or nothing because you have to come in like that. Like you're the one making the fucking mistake.
Sure.
But it's your job to ask. Are you staying at this hotel? Yeah, bro. We're staying at this hotel. By the way, a very gaunt Mexican dude and a fucking bald, bearded ginger man. Like the Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor of our local area.
Well, okay.
Not pertaining to their talent, just how drastically different the two of them are.
I think Cleavon Little is where you meant to go, but that's fine.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy from Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
You said Gene Wilder, so I was assuming that's...
Oh, no, I was thinking of See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Okay. I went a different direction. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, these fucking people were not staying at a hotel. I asked them to produce a fucking room key.
Sure.
They could not. I said, all right, boys, enjoy your free breakfast and go.
Oh, wow.
I think
you're a little nicer than probably what I would have been.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of a creamy center to me, and
it's right between his ears.
That's right, indeed. So because I was just like, shit, what am I going to do? Throw away a half-eaten goddamn waffle? I'm not going to do that. Clearly, I was trying to do what I felt like was the right thing. Like these dudes are clearly hungry and spend all their money on other bullshit of the illegal variety.
Apparently backpacks
among
them and bikes.
It was an Alienware backpack. for like fucking $1,500 laptops.
I was gonna say bullshit. That's high dollar.
Exactly, which gave me even more pause to this whole situation.
That'd be like fucking like some of Trump's cronies coming and wanting free breakfast from you.
And but see, my kindness got bit in the ass here. After they fucking have their little meal and they leave, they don't say anything. So I was like, okay, we'll call that done. They go over to the garbage cans, pick up their bikes, and pedal the fuck forth back into town.
Okay.
They fucking took all the cinnamon rolls, all my fruit, they fucking just loaded up their backpacks.
Well, now you understand why they have transparent backpacks in most places now.
Well, I'll tell you fucking what I'm going to do now. That front fucking door is going to be locked when I'm working there. It's going to be locked. For the only way.
6 a.m. though, aren't you? Don't some of the workers in the area trying to leave at that time?
That's fine. We have side doors that you can leave without a key and you can enter with a key. Meaning only patrons of the hotel are permitted entry. We don't do check-ins till after 3, so there's really no point. And if someone needs in, they can knock on that fucking door and I can open it for them. But if they do that, I automatically know they're not a part of this establishment.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I won't get fooled again.
To quote The Who, obviously.
I was about to start going to like a Macho Man Randy Savage rant. I won't get fooled again. No, yeah.
Saying I was more of a Roger Daltrey sort right there. All right.
We're covering a broad spectrum here.
It is a broad spectrum with this shit, that's for sure.
And that's it from me, goddammit.
I have not much to complain about this week. Very little. Obviously not a rage cast this time.
No, I was starting to kind of turn it into one there for like the last couple minutes.
Which, by the way, and I would like to throw it out there and say, hey, thanks to all the people who got concerned about me on the rage cast like a month ago. And so, feel like, are you okay? Need some meds or something?
Do you just feel strongly about these things? Like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah.
It's like, well, I'm just glad I can't record this shit from inside my vehicle while I'm driving to work in the morning because this town is bullshit when it comes to trying to get to work. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:15.
Which it really shouldn't be. I mean,
it should be. There are days when I see 1, 2 other vehicles on the road because I go in a rural way
right
to get to my day job. And then you have days like today where fucking everybody and their cousin is on the road for some fucking reason. And inevitably, and then there are laws that allow agricultural producers to not have lights on some of the shit they're pulling. So
right.
So then you have to worry about that. So you're relying on your lights. I drive a Jeep. Jeep's not really known for their fucking great headlight system.
No, not the Wranglers.
No, I mean, you have to go aftermarket in order to have some impressive shit. And that's why I laugh every time some asshole flashes me when I got my dims on. It's like, really? What do you want me to just turn my lights off? Because that's where we're at,
the next step.
You can't even read by my headlights right in front of the vehicle. So, But, no, it's fine. It's fine. I got to work full of rage today, so the rage burned itself out early. So,
well, that's good. God damn, I need to think about a way to do that before I go to work. Get rid of all my rage.
And the problem is, I realistically think for it to be healthful, I think you have to burn that shit out. I think you have to get rage in you and then burn it out. Just level it at somebody.
That's what I would use UFC 2 for.
Thankfully, I have a coworker that just takes my verbal assault every day for like 20, 30 fucking minutes, and then after that, hey man, I'm copacetic. I am as zen as fuck. So,
oh shit, I'm glad I'm not your coworker.
I wouldn't want to be that guy, but yes,
that's bad. Bad
but
news.
Nonetheless, though, the other one draws me to this. Now, this one may very well get me in some form of trouble. Purely because I'm painting with a very broad brush, and there are some implications to that broad brush.
We about to hear a blanket statement for the ages?
Maybe. As males. No,
as a human man.
I will put it this way. If you are in a public establishment, and there is somebody that's remotely maybe, I don't know, in an age range of 15 up, 15 down to you, female, you're probably I can't really say definitively this is the case because it's not the case all the time, but maybe if you're like at a supermarket or I don't know, somewhere out shopping,
haberdasher,
out fucking getting like some of your Victorian era fucking gear done,
buying some kick-ass lids.
So if there is a female, though, and there's even vaguely within your age range or whatever, and you kind of sense that, I don't think all guys do this, but I think most guys do. You kind of size them up a bit, much as you would a big man. You would go, could I probably kick this guy's ass? Maybe. I don't know. You know, I think we as men, we do. We size things up.
Sure.
Comes to dudes, it's like, could I take that guy? Could I throw him a double leg takedown and just start throwing bows if the need arose? You know?
9 times out of 10, the first time I meet or even just see somebody, that fucking thought does enter my mind.
I do. I think it's an evolutionary thing. I don't know for a fact if it is, but I believe it is. And then so you've got, and the same thing goes on for women. Not necessarily you're looking to throw bows at them, but well, unless that's your shit, like if you're Ray Rice, but
or Greg Hardy,
or Greg. Oh, good Lord. But still, but I think that you look and it's a different measuring. Guys, you're measuring like, could I whip that guy's ass? Women, you're measuring like, is that something I could probably, take home or something of that nature?
I thought it was more just about like looks like I could make that look better.
Maybe. Well, I mean, or that, or it's like, is there a way that I would have a chance with said 15 up, 15 down? Wow, I might be the only one that does think that.
I think you might be, because you're treading in territory I'm unfamiliar with.
No. Generally, it's a quick look. It's a glance, like, eh. And it's not even that. I'm not even planning anything around the thought. I'm not thinking it through. It's a quick, that fast, like, eh. Somebody that's kind of attractive, my age, whatever. Up, down, 15 years.
Okay, I think I'm starting to pick up what you're putting down now.
Yeah, not like some weird like schoolgirl fucking like daydreaming kind of thing.
I was thinking of other girls scoping out other girls.
No, I'm talking about me. If you turn down an aisle at the supermarket and you like see somebody, you go, and it's that fast. It's like, pop, and that's it. And you move on about your day. And that's all you do.
Right.
I think you might call it looking at the menu, right?
An ocular pat down, if you will.
Yeah. So then the odd chance was that I ended up having that encounter today. I went, chunky little fat blonde girl. All right, fine, whatever. Probably not my thing. And then I saw, whoa. It was my thing 10 years ago. I dated this woman in 2008.
Who was it?
Yeah, I'm going to throw the name out right here. But no, but it was like, whoop. But it was that realization where I went, probably not. And then I went, oh, well, fuck me. I already did.
Oh, shit. Wow.
So being the svelte bastard that I am, who's not changed his looks much since the age of 19 or so, obviously.
Church. Me neither. I fucking bought this shirt in high school, and it's sloppy as a paint shirt, and I still wear the motherfucker. Yeah, my balls are not friendly to change.
I will acknowledge I have probably thrown about 4 inches on my waist since I was 19. But what are you gonna
do? Shit, that's age.
That's pretty much. So if I'm hitting 4 inches, okay. So like apparently like every 5 years I might throw an inch on. So I might be up to being a fat bastard by my 60s or something.
That's when it's okay.
I think so. I think there's a certain point you reach when you just let it go.
Fuck yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
No, I've been here far longer than I thought I'd be. I'm burning my shit tickets right now.
I am done participating in this little fucking exercise. So, but I thought, whoa, and then there she was. She's put on a little pounds. Which I hate to say, and I hate to admit it, made me feel a little better.
That's one thing I don't have to worry about around here. Is
dating people,
running in that, or running into old flames.
Hey, Brandon, you want to go hang out at this public event tonight? Nope.
Would you like to go fuck yourself repeatedly until you bleed from every orifice?
We keep our circles really small, and Brandon makes sure that his does not adjust.
Yeah, I don't have a circle. I have a dot. No, all the women I've encountered have not been from here. They've all been from
that's
other
probably
lands.
playing it the smart way.
I think so. Yeah, because I can go out in town unmolested.
Because otherwise, women will molest you if you do.
They would. They have no choice.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me.
Yeah. I need to get at them pigeon eggs, and
That's right. So, oh shit. Well, I guess we are doing a podcast.
Oh,
here.
shit. I forgot about it. Mead, Metal MMA.
25 minutes of our life bullshit.
Well, but that's the risk you run with this
true.
particular podcast.
If the stories are really good. I mean,
Because
that's
I've
just the
clearly got nothing going on for Mead this week. We're still in the same boat.
thing. Yeah,
Don't like where we're at? Nah, don't worry about it.
that's right. We might bottle it tomorrow. We might not.
Yeah, we're talking about Troublemaker. We might, you know what we might do? We might just grab a turkey baster, drink that shit ourselves, and the rest of you can just read our reviews.
Yeah, I'll
of
strap
our
it on
shit.
my back.
Yeah, put it in one of those camel backpacks.
That's right. Satiate me during the hot hours of the day.
Ooh,
Damn,
nice
that'd be-
warm mead.
Ooh, yeah, that goes really well. Heated by the sun and your own body heat.
Well, don't get me wrong. There is a time and place for warm mead. During the middle of summer, probably not it.
Yeah, that when we heated up that Troublemaker, that was pretty goddamn good.
Well, because it's basically waiting to be a mulled mead.
Yeah,
It's already got all the shit in there. All you got to do is add like an orange peel, and I don't know, shit, throw in a stick of cinnamon, and you got mulled mead
yeah,
because it's already a spiced mead.
yeah. And heating it up really makes that sugar come out a lot more.
It changes everything, but as it does with all things. I mean, it's not just mead. Wine is the same way. Not that you
Yeah.
want to drink warm wine, but all things the flavors open up differently depending on the temperature. This Basil Hayden's, I would probably have to have this a little bit cooler to really truly enjoy it because room
Yeah.
temperature, that bourbon burn to it, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, the sweet burn is tough.
Sweet burn.
Sweet burn and hot damn. Those are both probably Schnapp brand.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, it's that's where we're at in the mead. We're doing stuff.
That's right. Cool your tits.
That's right. There was a list of like 5 or 6 of those sayings. Oh, god damn it.
What, on like chill out or something?
Yeah, like cool your tits.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it. I don't know, but they would have all been offensive anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not
Not that anything on this show's ever offensive.
no,
mind you.
we don't offend anybody. We are for everyone.
We're the People's Podcast.
That's right. We are the rock of podcasts. We're the voice of the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Well, the good news is that we had a whole long rambling bunch of shit about our personal lives
We did.
because we have virtually nothing going on metal this week.
No, yeah, I'm getting a little sad with these fucking weak Friday releases, man.
Well, now, and that's all because it's probably at some point somebody knows it's going to be some big shit coming up. But first of all, the one that walked us into this show today, ASG, their new release today, it's Survive Sunrise.
Really good. I don't know if it's just because everything else was bad or if it was genuinely awesome. I feel like it was genuinely awesome.
I think most things are bad this week, but it was not bad. Count Raven is putting out a reissue today, so that doesn't count. Thanks, Metal Blade. The Darkness put out a live record today. We also don't count those.
The Darkness is still active.
Yeah, Darkness live at Hammersmith.
Oh, my God.
Dead Girls Academy. I tried to get through 15, 20 seconds of a song. It's terrible.
Is that what those dudes
That it's a sound that I'm not a big fan of.
the Hot Topic sound?
Yes,
Right.
the Hot Topic sound. That's the perfect fucking way to
You
put
got
that.
your Lubbock metal and then you got your Hot Topic sound.
That's what it is.
Your 30 seconds to Mars and bullshit like that.
Diamante, which is not really, I would put in the metal category, but they have coming in hot today. I hadn't checked out Lizzie Borden, mainly because they're on Metal Blade, and Metal Blade, I'm kind of pissed at them right now, so I'm kind of letting that go. Mike Shinoda, who you might recall he's the rap guy from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington
The
was
dark-haired singer dude.
Chester was the loud, screaming metal guy. Mike Shinoda was the, hey, we're going to throw some rap songs here in a metal mix, and it's all going to be good. Not that I have a problem with that. I have a problem with this new release. It's post-traumatic, which really, if I were using my little bean inside between my ears, I would have
Your
went.
clitoris?
Didn't say no. I don't think that's where I was going with that. The little small thing I call a brain on occasion.
Your brain bean.
The post-traumatic, that should have spoke to me. And I should have went, oh, This is going to be a fucking really, really down emo record. Hey, and guess what? If I'd have thought that, I would have been right.
It really, and it's not like you can pull that shit off, and like still put out a quality album. I think I haven't met one, but I'm sure there's one out there.
Ugh.
This was really, really tough to get through. That first song was okay because it was like a minute and a half long.
Yeah.
But it's this weird, like the videos are shots of his face super up close. There was that one where it was really erratic.
But it is truly post-traumatic. He's mourning the loss of Chester Bennington.
Yeah, he's doing it out in public in lyrical form, and it's really uncomfortable.
Certain things should be probably left to yourself, I think.
Hardcore fans will probably dig it, but whatever. It's not my bag.
Yeah, no.
If I want to get really depressed, I'll listen to Alice in Chains. I got my shit.
Funeral Horse has one out today. They hadn't had one out for about 4 years. Psalms for the Morning. That's not even close to as being as dark as fucking Mike Shinoda's stuff. So, there's that. Orange Goblin has got one out today.
That was okay.
The Wolf Bites Back. It's okay.
Yeah, that was okay.
It's not bad.
I give it 2 hot kisses.
It's not
out of 5.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay.
It's an album that came out this week.
Here's one for certain people who listen to this podcast, and you know who you are, that actually kind of dig the fact that Southern rock is kind of making a comeback, which I'm kind of frankly shocked by, because I thought that was a dead genre, and it's not. Apparently, Southern rock is still a thing. I mean, I thought it was like to the realm of just people covering shit. No. Jason Charles Miller, Into the Wasteland. You might want to check that out.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The video was kind of gnarly.
Yeah. But it's he certainly has a little bit of a metal edge to his Southern rock.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's in the distortion of the guitar.
Jason Charles Miller, that might be certainly worth your time of checking that one out.
Yeah, we'll certainly be probably checking out more of that, too.
Yeah.
I want to hear more of that and more of our lead-in.
Yeah, ASG. Tad Morose has got one out today. It's Chapter 10, Chapter X, I'm not sure. But it's a power metal band. Now, here's what you have to worry about with power metal is they tend to be a little fucking schizophrenic on their stuff and a little frenetic where I don't think they really need to be.
Is that who we were listening to on the Queensrÿche?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Tad Morose. Yeah, it is. It's the lead singer's got this weird
Yeah, he's got some serious Halford vibratos going on.
Instrumentally, I dig.
Yeah, it was like a more refined like soil work in my ears.
Maybe that.
Like a lot of single picking going on, you know.
But there was definitely that guy, the lead singer, smack in the middle of everything, and in power metal,
your singer's either gonna kick ass and fucking make you cream your jeans, or it's gonna be a bad experience.
Yeah,
there is no like, it's okay. It's either really good or really bad.
Power metal is that's kind of the verdict on that, and generally really bad in my opinion, just because. God, most of it's just really disjointed, and I'm not a big fan generally.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
So we were looking at going to a concert in Denver. Talked about it. Greta Van Fleet, not exactly metal, but it's rock and roll.
You know, I actually heard on the way over here, Greta Van Fleet on our fucking radio station on the Wolf.
Yeah, well, as you should.
I'm impressed.
These dudes they're the biggest thing in rock and roll right now. Rock and roll,
and it shows.
Yeah.
Dude,
so we were going to go check out a concert at the Fillmore in Denver. I got online. The tickets went on sale at 10 o'clock this morning. I got online at 10:19, and all general admission tickets were sold out.
God damn, it sucks to be the next huge thing in music, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that was going to be September 29th or something like that.
Yeah,
so it was going to be a Saturday, and all right. That was going to work out. We were like trying to put all this shit together, get my brother Daryl to fly in from Austin and hang out with us, do a podcast, drive to Denver, and then drive back here, and then dump him back off to go back down to the land of the gods down in Austin.
God, sounds like my trip. Fucking drove to Wyoming, came back, next day drove to Austin with you, came back 4 days later.
Real similar. It had been real similar, yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
But as it turns out, no, thanks to that. Now, now it's down to scalpers tickets and shit like that.
Which are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like $300, you know, so. Decided, nope.
There's not even a fucking physical ticket been delivered yet. It's just you bought your place in line, motherfucker.
And that's the whole thing. And they're playing 2 dates at the Fillmore, the 29th and again on the 1st of October. Those guys have 2 dates in Denver, both sold out now.
God damn.
That's how big they are. Well, people love fucking Led Zeppelin, and these guys are the closest thing to Led Zeppelin that we have right now.
Yeah.
Now, they don't necessarily care for the comparison, but that's the reality. And I also hate assholes that are like getting on their YouTube. Hey, well, at least mention that, that YouTube, that Led Zeppelin was one of your influences. Hey, motherfucker, they have a lot of influences.
Yeah.
They sound, but it's all down to because that kid, the lead singer, that 22-year-old fucking guy that's running the whole shebang, he and his twin brother.
Well, there's 3 brothers.
There are 3. There's a younger brother who plays bass, and then the twins, the lead singer and the guitar player.
Yeah.
And the drummer is a friend. So, that's the only guy that's not related.
The expendable party.
Yeah, the John Bonham of the whole fucking thing. But they lay out who their influences are. Obviously, Led Zeppelin's one of them.
Yeah.
So
it should have to go without saying.
Oh, my God, it bothers the crap out of me. When people put it on there, it's like, hey, man, I'm a fan of you guys, and I'm a fan of Zeppelin. So, but how about show a little, what, fealty? Fuck you.
What, bend the knee to Led Zeppelin?
Fuck that.
They do not kneel.
Robert Plant even said of this kid, Josh Kiska or whatever his name is, he said, he's a beautiful little singer. So there you go.
And which is really like a fucking high compliment.
I think in British, that's like, good to go, son.
Yeah, it's like, you're all right in my book.
So as it turns out, that one is off the table. So no concert for Kevin and Brandon.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or is there? Because coming up in September, as it turns out, so I had to let Daryl know. I was like, hey, man, that was probably off, which he probably had to breathe a big sigh of relief because
he was like, oh, good.
That shit was going to be just a fucking nightmare for him. And a transit all the way from Austin to Denver for a show for a band that he only marginally really likes. All right, I dig. Well, as it turns out, now I've got to shift my vacation around, but what we're looking at now, and I don't know, I haven't even talked to you about this. Would you like to go see Alice in Chains in Austin on September 6th?
Isn't that the, like when Metallica and shit's going to be down there too?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at Metallica's tour schedule. I just saw Metallica's ticket price in Lubbock, and I said, nah, it's not going to happen.
Not doing that. Not doing that.
Considering we see Alice in Chains $40 cheaper for the $40 cheaper than the nosebleed seats for Metallica come next February. That's if all of them are still fucking alive.
Right.
Rock and roll is a tricky business, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
September 6th, it's Austin City Limits. 1,500-seat venue. And there's a couple of obstructed kind of seats in the whole thing, but really there's not a bad seat in the house with the exception of like 3 rows.
Is that where they like fucking film Austin City Limits?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh wow, so that's a historic little area too.
Yeah.
Can we go to the noodle place again?
Fuck yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the main purpose.
Is Daryl ready? A mere, let's see, that would be 7 months after we came and changed his life.
Yep.
Would he be ready for that again?
I think he's starved for it. So wants to bring the show on the road again.
Well, hey, world tours are hard, but we get them done.
So that's something we need to look fucking into. So yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, absolutely.
And that's like right after. That's weeks after they released the album.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that record comes out end of August. Shit, we might very well be like one of the first venues that gets them after that release.
That'd fucking be all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll whip out the plastic and see what we can do tomorrow.
Fucking A. Let's see here. There's only one birthday today worth noting.
I was hoping there were a bunch. Like, dude, I got to take a piss. Can you handle this for a while by yourself?
I will actually. There's something little here I can talk about. Apparently, Ozzy and Tony Iommi are talking about a reunion already.
What? They just retired like what? 6 months?
Remember that beautiful moment they had? Ozzy with tears in his eyes, and now they're like, "Hey, you know what? We could get back together."
And then Ozzy's been touring with Zach Sabbath.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actively ongoing or coming up, but he's going to be singing the fucking Black Sabbath jams with Zach Wild as a backing band.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop, man. Is this crazy ex old lady like looting his bank account?
It's for the 2022 Commonwealth Games. So this shit is 4 years away.
So we're going to assume that Ozzy's still around in 4 years.
I mean, fuck, and they're even like trying to get Bill Ward and Geezer Butler to do it as well. Bill Ward, you're not getting him to do it.
No, that guy's done. Drummers, well, shit, man. Look at fucking Neil Peart and Rush. Drummers have a shelf life because they take physical punishment every gig you have.
Yeah, they're like fucking football players.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that type of music for 40, 50 years. If they do get to year 40, they're going to be showing a lot of goddamn wear and tear.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the only birthday today is Waylon Jennings.
Oh, good.
Born in 1933. Would have been
old.
Fucking
70, no, 80.
88?
85? 80.
88.
88, yeah.
85. 85, you're right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
That's Basil Hayden math.
I didn't know he played bass for Buddy Holly.
Yeah. He was fucking was on some, I don't know, they flipped a coin or some shit like that. Him and Big Bopper.
Yeah. And Bopper was one that got on the plane with Buddy Holly.
Like, fuck you guys. I'm on a plane. Enjoy the bus. And, well, there you go. Clear Lake, Iowa. Well,
damn.
You know, and Waylon Jennings was around for a long time.
The day the music died.
Big Bopper, not so big.
Well, we can, if you need to piss, we can move on to MMA.
Let's do that because there's a card coming up that, wow, how much do we care about this card is the question.
The card that kicks off about 12 hours from now?
Less than that, isn't it? 4 a.m.?
Yeah, I think so. The main card starts at 10, so that shit's got to kick off at
4,
5:30,
6
6 a.m.
It's in Singapore. It does have Cowboy Cerrone. So.
Yeah. Actually, I'll save that for when you get here. I'm going to talk about UFC 225. UFC 225, from what the internet is reporting, did not do well for pay-per-view buys. Something around like 100. It was either 150 or 115,000 buys. Now, the UFC has come out and just vehemently denied these numbers. Because if these numbers are true, that is a scary, scary thing. You got 2 title fights, one guy who's a little bit of a goddamn asshole in Colby Covington, who's now your interim fucking welterweight champion, talking about he's the money drawer now, the big money man. You're drawing in less than 200,000 pay-per-view buys. You're not bringing in any money. If you're counting the money that people are paying to see you live, that's completely different from the money that people will pay to see you from the comfort of their own home. Because sometimes it's cheaper to just go to the event if the event's in your area. It did not do well. The main card itself was not worth the price tag from what we witnessed.
No. I mean, yeah, and we have like a private MMA group that we have that, you put together years ago, and I've kind of taken it over as like my platform for opinions and shit because I'm the only one that posts there now. So
we got that, and we got this. See, I get it all out here.
Yeah. The card it underperformed in many, many ways. 5 fights on the main card, and that's the only thing I judge a pay-per-view by. I don't judge the prelims. I don't judge the early prelims because those
you can't
are on
judge
different
anything.
networks.
You can't judge anything that you're having to pay for. Fight Pass prelims, you can't even really judge those, even though you are paying for them.
No, technically,
you're not paying specifically for them. They're an added bonus for Fight Pass.
That's right.
But even the Fight Pass prelims were fucking stacked.
Yeah, no, those were stacked. Those were good. 3 finishes out of 4 fights.
Yeah.
We get to the prelim card, 2 finishes out of 4 fights. Brandon and I are looking at each other like a couple of goddamn giddy schoolgirls going, woo, this is going to be good.
Like shit, Yoel ain't fighting for the belt because the cocksucker can't make weight.
0.2 pounds. He would have made it.
If they give him the extra hour, he would have made it.
But the thing is that then we get into the 5-fight main card, not 1 finish.
Mike Jackson defeats Phil Brooks. Who the fuck is Phil Brooks?
Yeah, CM Punk, right? Now, here's the whole thing, though, is that Mike Jackson The only Mike Jackson that will be known in the UFC is the cat living in Albuquerque.
That's Greg Jackson.
That's Greg. Oh, well, fuck that
Yeah.
then.
So
This
there
guy's
will
done.
be no Mike
There
Jackson.
will be no Mike Jackson. Because Dana White even said the guy should have finished CM Punk first round. Second round,
Yeah,
maybe.
he had the opportunity to do it, and it clearly showed. Even from a pedestrian point of view, Mike Jackson could have finished that fight.
Dude is showboating the whole time, talking shit, and just dominating CM Punk as we expected. But finish the fight, dude. You have to finish the fight. And he and due to his actions, he will probably not see action in the UFC again. If he does, it's going to be a very long fucking time.
He's going to have to go somewhere else and fucking and pay his dues. He's just going to have to now.
And that's the whole thing. And he post-fight, like, well, I'm just going to wait around and see what Dana wants me to do. Dana wants you to fuck off.
Yeah, or like wipe his ass after a cornfield shit.
God damn. We'll start to devolve. Let's move along.
The Tai Tuivasa Arlovsky fight was good.
That actually was okay.
It was better than I expected, even though I expected a knockout loss for Arlovsky.
It should have been Tai Tuivasa dominating that thing, getting a first-round knockout.
Yeah.
It should have been, and it didn't. But the thing is, that's the problem, because it came in under the expectation. You expected Tai Tuivasa to finish that fight, and he didn't do it.
I expect anybody at heavyweight that Arlovsky's fighting to finish it.
Yeah.
And this is one time it didn't happen. And like you look down a little lower the card when Curtis Blades fucking TKO'd Overeem with bows on the ground.
Yeah, and that was the main event of the prelim card, you know?
And that should have been on the fucking pay-per-view.
Sure.
Your CM Punk fight should have closed out your prelims leading into a violence-filled fucking main card.
Did they do it just because he's from Chicago?
Fuck yeah.
Well, that's dumb. That's
Chicago
dumb.
and the draw, which, going back to that fucking pay-per-view figure, if that's legit, neither Colby or CM Punk had any drawing power in their own, or CM Punk in his own fucking hometown.
Yeah.
We had Holly Holm defeat Megan Anderson at featherweight.
Wow, she's
which we have no official rankings in featherweight yet. Holly Holm seems to be ranked number 1.
She's the Phil Davis of women fighters now.
Holly Holm?
Yeah.
That might be a little harsh. She doesn't run away.
Well, she kind of did in that fight. And she's fighting somebody that we've never even heard of.
Well, I've heard of Megan Anderson from Invicta.
And I get it. The whole thing is to back up, make the other woman throw, and then you can throw your counter shit. I get it. But the problem is, at the end of the day, if it's somebody that I hadn't heard of, you have, but I hadn't heard of, and she's circling away constantly and doing a little, bop, 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 you know,
us.
And that's what she does. And it turns out being a very boring waste of 15 minutes of a Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. There could have been a lot of swapping going on this fight card to get like the Overeem fucking Curtis Blades fight. Even
but before we move on, so then they asked Holly Holm, hey, so what's your plan next? Is to stay at 145? Fuck no, it ain't stay at 145. She'll have to fight that man, Cyborg. Chris Cyborg Santos. No, she's like, well, you know, if you had a belt before, you kind of want it back. Well, good fucking luck, because Amanda Nunes will crush.
She later went on to say that she'd fight wherever she could get herself.
That should have been the first answer, though.
Yeah, it's like, I'll fight wherever there's a belt being offered to me.
Is it the Cyborg division, or is it 135? Well, 135 is what she'd said. Amanda Nunes, I'm afraid, will crush her. Holly Holm, the one thing she doesn't want is a clinch, and she doesn't want to have her back on the ground. Guess what Amanda Nunes is fucking really known for?
Yeah.
Putting fighters with their back on the ground and clinching the shit out of them and throwing some heavy, weird little Brazilian hands.
I don't know. I just don't want Holly Holm to have any success.
Well, because Albuquerque fucking made us both
jaded.
It's
It's not her fault. It's her fans' fault.
Yep.
And then, of course, we had the Colby Covington RDA fight. Which, yay, Colby's interim welterweight champion now. Yay.
That shit feels just like WWE to me.
It really does. Yeah, the whole fucking banter about him grabbing the belt and taking it, putting it on the
win
desk
a belt
of
and we'll
Donald
take it
Trump.
to the White House because I'm making America great again. Or fuck you, man.
Yeah,
really?
the nerds. His shit talk is cringeworthy. It really is. Like anytime you talk shit, I don't feel like, oh, burn, goddamn. I'm just like, oh, he's so bad at doing this.
So my question, what happens next for him? Does he fight Yoel?
No, this is 170.
Oh, shit, that's welterweight.
Yeah, he's fighting Woodley next.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm not a fan of Woodley, but God, I'm going to be put in the unholy position of having to fucking root for that boring fucking once-a-year fighter.
Yeah, you want to talk about two fighters I can't get behind.
Yeah.
Can't get behind either of them.
Welterweight division is dead to me at the moment.
Yeah.
God, I was hoping at least it was 185, but yeah, you're right. He fought RDA. That was 170.
We could have a champion in our midst, but he's busy fucking fishing and hunting and building barns.
Oh, Cerrone?
Bullshit.
170.
Dude, if he'd focused himself, he'd be top 5.
Well, but dude's still fighting regular. I mean,
but I mean,
he's fought in February.
He
and
is
3 months
slowly
later,
turning
4
into
months
that Uriah Faber style fighter, man. He really is just taking these fights. Say Leon Edwards beats his ass in 12 hours.
I don't think he will. I think Cerrone has hit another corner in his.
I hope so.
I think he's hit another corner in his evolution because I think the guy is. I think it's an evolution throughout the process.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in Singapore, and they have these little micro sucker fishes that have been eating the dead skin off his feet today.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, I think it's all right, but you know.
What, does he not own a pet egg?
Well, if you're in Singapore, you know, why not?
Does he have a knife?
That's not a knife. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think dude is still. I think he's still figuring out who he is, and fuck, who among us isn't? You know.
But he's had. This is going to be his 44th fucking fight.
Yeah,
when
but
do you?
He's taking a boat ride. That's the.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's.
Is there? I don't see a fishing lure in the water.
No. That's.
I just see everyone on their phones in water.
Yeah. That's his team.
Yeah.
That's his team right there.
That's Yep. You are training hard or hardly training.
But see, that's it. That's the one. That's the little micro sucker fishes right there, sucking the dead skin off his feet.
So is that going to help him kick harder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Well, then never mind. Oh, goddamn.
Hey, well.
Get your feet sucked by fish all
Lake
day.
life only on the ocean. That's the hashtag he had. Yeah.
Oh man, this guy is just that anger is slowly starting to return from Austin.
Now, the thing is, if he comes out and destroys Heath Edwards, then you have to go.
The referee, Leon Edwards.
Or Leon Edwards. Yeah.
Actually, like, you think he's fighting that pasty little Canadian motherfucker?
That'd be all right too. All right. Or if we're done playing around, I go to the well with Felice Herrig on stuff. And she is probably fucking hit something on the head that nobody else has and articulated it in a way. So if you will give
Were
me...
her tits out?
She's 115. A lot of tits.
Hey. Kovalevich has tits.
Yeah. I mean, she's no Misha Tate, but...
Oh, no, you're not going to see that unless you bump up 10 pounds.
So if you'll entertain, like, the next, 90 to 120 seconds... So here's Felice Herrig's statement. Having to do with, and by the way, so Dana White got really mad about, fucking weight, the Yoel missing weight.
Right.
And he said, that's it. I'm going to move it back to early weigh-ins and blah, 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 blah. All right. That's the preface here. Did I cover that correct?
I feel like you did, yeah.
All right. So here's Felice Herrig's statement. I never got to touch on the topic of Dana White talking about moving the weigh-ins back to a later time, thinking that less fighters will miss weight. I've been in the sport 15 years. The earlier weigh-ins were introduced only 2 years ago. It was to give the fighters more time to recover and keep us safe, which I'll stop right there. That's what it is. It's the early weigh-ins. They weigh in like, you missed weight. Give yourself a little extra time. Lose this weight. Come back in an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Yeah. If the medical staff will let you. Well,
right.
She said it was to give us fighters more time to recover, keep us safe, which I agree with. In the 13 years prior to this earlier weigh-in, I saw fighters miss weight time and time again. A lot of these fighters who miss weight have drastic weight cuts, and that's on them. We all know the consequences of drastic weight cuts. Of course, there are health issues involved, but then there is the possibility your body may just shut down and stop losing any more weight, which is fucking very possible anatomically and physiologically. She continues, if those fighters want to continue on this path, that's on them. Other fighters' health should not be put at risk because of it. We all know what time we need to weigh in. Our weight cuts should be planned accordingly around that time. I guarantee the people who miss weight in the morning are the same people who will miss weight at night. It has nothing to do with time. All it does is make the fighters have to suffer all day and wait longer to weigh in with less time to recover before fight day. Here's the other important part. Furthermore, I think the only people who should actually be able to weigh in on this topic are the fighters who have been there. So Yeah, and I think a lot of fighters agree with me on this. She's not wrong.
No.
If you're going to miss weight, I don't think it matters a lot whether it's morning or afternoon or evening.
Well, it shouldn't.
I mean, the recovery time, that's the big one, obviously. Because if you can't use an IV to reinfuse anymore, because they said that opens up too many things for, fucking putting bad shit into your system and stuff like that you can apparently benefit off of. I understand that. But so if you have the morning weigh-ins, it allows for fighters to be able to recover before fight day. Allows them to be able to put on a little bit more weight, which I think is also interesting, which favors the younger fighters because younger fighters cut more and then put more back on.
Yeah.
But it is a safety valve. Felice is right.
It's, well, I mean, they're going to go back to the old way. Dana seems pretty fucking.
So then they'll have to weigh in late at night. Well, the only thing I can see with that is because then you're not, because I actually think that some people might, and this is an assumption because I don't fucking know because I'm not a professional fighter, but I think that they go in with the morning weigh-ins thinking, okay, if I miss, I've got a little bit of time to rectify that shit.
Right.
In the evening, that's all. It's all in.
Yeah, it allows more time to cut the weight, but it also doesn't give you that fucking safety net.
Right.
So like if maybe you're a pound off, you're not going to have any more time. You're done.
They literally need to come up with a better system than they have. The system is based on wrestling, on the weight cuts. The point system is based on boxing. They need to come up with an MMA system.
Yeah. Just who wins rounds. Don't do it points. Just be like, this guy won this round.
And and people have talked about it on the weight issue is that, if whatever your walking around weight is, that you're allowed to only cut maybe 10% of that. Well, then how do you know you don't have assholes kind of cheating it a little bit and they're walking around like they're in the middle of a weight cut, so that way they have that extra 10%. Yeah. I don't know what the right answer is. I really don't. I just know the system has to be fucking fixed, and it has to be fixed soon.
Well, if you add more weight classes...
I'm not a big fan of adding 5 pounds here and there.
Me
shit
neither.
Like that.
I mean, the system's already broken. But the benefit that fighters get seems to be worth it. A guy fighting at 155, yet he clearly weighs 180 when he's just walking around the streets.
Any more Basil Hayden?
Yeah, fucking why not? But you're never going to get fighters fighting at their natural weight. You're not going to, because there's no benefit. Somebody
is always going to be out there cheating the system and heavier than they should be, fighting at a weight class that's well below where they should be. And
I think it's just a matter of there will be some fighters that can just do it, and there will be some that can't.
Yeah.
And they'll have to be relegated up to higher weight classes where they'll either get eaten alive or have a moderately fucking successful career.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this shit up. We got important shit to do.
Oh, quick picks. The 3 fights on the card tomorrow morning, with fighters we know. Jessica Rose Clark fighting Jessica I. Who you got?
I'll take Rose Clark.
Tyson Pedro fighting OSP in the co-main.
OSP, he's got shit to prove.
I got OSP with a Von Flue choke, making it third. And your main event, Donald Cerrone fighting Leon Edwards. I'm concerned.
I'm going Cerrone, without a doubt. First round.
You think Cerrone is going to wrap this up and get the fuck out of Singapore?
I think that's his new. Fucking modus operandi. Yeah. We saw it in Austin. That dude was fucking off, and you were all pissed off and everything else. Dude came out and completely housed that.
That's why I'm conflicted now. It's tough. I don't know what Cerrone we're gonna get. We gonna get the one that wants to murder people and get the fuck out of there, or the one that's just like, well, I had a good time on the goddamn boat.
I think we're gonna have the new paradigm Cerrone, which is get shit done and go on and get ready for the next one.
I'll believe it if it happens again.
Okay, all right. Well, you better believe.
I want to believe.
All right.
It's like Mulder and Scully
fucking,
shit.
Yeah, like fucking X-Files, yeah.
So you pick for drink. I'm going to go Basil Hayden. It's because I paid $50 for it. So it's my pick of the week.
That is the pick of the week. I mean, I'd be kind of just an asshole to fucking pick against that. So
Boone's Farm Strawberry.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe this shit reminds me of Jim Beam. That's yeah, no, Basil Hayden's this week.
Metal.
Man, maybe ASG for if I'm picking something from this week. If I'm not, I'm picking fucking Alice in Chains' new single again because, frankly, I'm getting a little jacked up because that's as much as I want to see Greta Van Fleet, that might be the better show to catch, actually.
Yeah, Alice in Chains is, I mean, it's fucking Alice in Chains. I mean, Lane is gone, sure, but Jerry's still there.
Jerry Cantrell. Yeah, Jerry Cantrell and Ty Tabor, my two favorite fucking guitar players.
Yeah.
So.
Now I'm gonna go that. I'm gonna go that fucking that Southern rock, that Southern country jam.
Oh, Jason Charles Miller. Yeah.
Yeah, JCM.
Yeah.
I dug that.
We'll check that one out. And then
MMA.
Yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. That's the dude.
A quick pick for this though. So apparently this Tito Ortiz Chuck Liddell trilogy fight's gonna be happening in Oscar De La Hoya's MMA organization. Who would you pick in that? Knowing Chuck Liddell won the last two, but Chuck hasn't fought in 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Tito just wrapped his shit up like a year and a half ago.
I fucking hate Tito Ortiz, but clearly that's where you got to go.
Do you think Tito finally gets to be the 1 and 2-1? Because I mean, they're calling it a trilogy fight, but Chuck won the last two. So
right.
what the fuck's the point?
Right. That'd be like a team sweeping some. Oh, that'd be like the Golden State Warriors sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers in 4 games. Going, well, there's 3 more games out of this best of 7. What do you think?
Should we string it along? Oh man.
So Ortiz. I mean, my heart's with fucking Liddell, but
my heart will always be Liddell.
Yeah.
I always pick Liddell in that shit.
All right. Other than that, you heathens. I think that's it for us this week. Went a little long, so appreciate the.
And not as long as last week.
Appreciate the extra
and that
content.
was a Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, I think that was in preparation. We knew it'd be a while. So
yeah, give him a little extra on the back end, you know.
So anyway, thanks to Basil Hayden. By the way, and my brother Daryl, you're welcome. We mentioned you a fucking bunch this time.
That's right.
I hope he doesn't ever start selling anything. That's
Don't be making no T-shirts.
Shit. Live or die.
Live or die.
All right.
Trademark. Copyright, bitches.
Do your shit. Be good to people. Don't fucking aggravate people. Just do you. Love more than hate.
That's right up there with, like, be excellent to each other and party on dudes.
Kind of, but it's a modern twist, see. Or go fuck yourself. Either one.
Eat a bowl of dicks.
Yeah,
whatever happens, happens.
See you assholes on Friday.
It's only weird if you make it weird. That needs to be on a shirt, too.